see just how Nine Pandas want to play around this one, because MC behind, he's going to show, and just immediately blinks himself away here, because Solo was close, he was looking, and the rest of the Nine Pandas was close as well. So MC playing on the edge there once again, but it looks like they might just lose this tier 2 tower once the fortification was off.
Yeah, that's really good here for Nine Pandas. We do have a Echo.
Echo into the swap, but the Fissure, it does connect. It gets a stun onto Mikey now. They have a lot of damage coming through. The duel will finish the job, and MC gets the kill onto Kiyotaka.
Yeah, Nine Pandas, they split up a little bit. They had Gyro taking the that bottom tower. So Kiyotaka quite greedy with going for that play by himself. Enigma, they were ready. And that's the type of bait they shouldn't be taking here as Nine Pandas. That's how Enigma's draft flourishes. You want to have Venge swapping someone and then into that duel. If they can consistently get plays like that, that's how they come back into this game.
Yeah, and you see that GH actually went for drums. He's going to go into the Solar Crest there as well, so not looking towards that Ags on the position 4 just yet. And okay, it's still a really useful thing to have, but the utility that he's picking up, you know, it's nice in these team fights. It just allows the rest of his team to benefit from it and maybe take a couple of these fights.
Yeah, they're trying to enable Yuma here. This is we talked about how the kiting is really tough for Yuma to deal with. You have BKB piercing abilities. You already have his BKB pretty much at the lowest duration, I think. He already probably used it 3 or 4 times. So you need the Boots of Bearing, you need the Solar Crest, all of that move speed for this event to be able to stay on top of anyone that he wants to kill.
Yeah, they're going to try and go for this Tormentor now as well. They should be able to do it fairly easily. GH got to be careful. But he's going to be the one that gets that shard. And I like, just we flicked to MC before, I like those Nine Pandas wards just around that area. You know, it's not where you usually find the wards, but it is going to be spotting out MC for a little bit, just farming that camp as well. So they feel confident now, Nine Pandas, to take this tier 1 tower and know that MC won't be trying to get the jump on his DLC.
Yeah, they have a lot of vision there, and they might even find MC right now.
Did they actually? Yeah, they do.
Gotta be careful here. MC just died in this area. There's probably a lot of vision.
That's it, yeah. It looks like it's a bit of a dewarding mission, but they're not going to get these ones that they're stepping right over now. Because, again, it's not the most common ward spot, so not something that you might think to try and deward there, as they might try and make a move. They're going to see 4 heroes, though.
And they're all behind these wards.
Yeah, is Miro acting as
bait?
bait? Yeah, it's going to be the jump in. The Link Sphere breaks onto him. He gets the BKB. There's the duel. Ice Blast comes in. Are they going to be able to get the damage off to him? They do get the kill. They get the duel victory as well on the Primal Beast, but Ramsey's coming in with the right clicks now as well. Yuma trying to chase him down. He doesn't have that lifesteal, doesn't have anything to control it. There's going to be a really nice Echo Slam. He gets the kill after the fact there as well, but Yuma did get the kill onto Ramses, and now, can they go for any more? They're going to be able to take down GH. Going to be a 2-for-2 backline. And it looks like they might be able to get the cleanup onto Mind Control there. So a 3-for-2. They do take down 2 cores on the side of Nine Pandas.
That was a double bait. Like, Nigma didn't even know they were baiting there. But the Gyro's Aegis ended just as they tried to go for that play. And unfortunately, Ramses got hit by the AA Blast. That's the only reason Yuma was able to kill him. But still, Shaker is a really good hero at CG Towers. So they're gonna pay a decent price. It's not the end of the world, but considering there were all 4 heroes behind the ward, kind of surprising that they killed 2 cores there. They do put a freaking Primal Beast and got ahead just showing the power of a blast, but still, they might just lose. At least in range barracks, I think.
Yeah, and you can see that Mikey, just with the TP out there as well, doesn't want to stick around. And GH, again, it's a support. It's not a support's job, but you don't really worry too much if your support dies and your core lives. And they didn't even take a racks. They took a tier 3 tower, but they don't get any racks from that 9 pandas.
Yeah, it's all right. You know, Sven actually getting the experience, getting the kill into the gyro does mean a lot for him in terms of scaling. Yeah, he's still fairly behind. And look at Kiyotaka, dude. This guy, he really wants to win MVP twice here. 21k, he's 15-3. And that's what happens when Shaker just gets to free farm. A lot of the time, you don't really get that because like you don't get a good matchup in the mid lane or there's too much action going on. But you have this gyro just farming. Everyone was just farming on 9 pandas and they have the better scaling. So for Enigma to win this game, they're going to have to enable the hell out of Yuma. Do we have the Boots of Bearing on the Venge already? Like, you need Yuma to be consistently killing the Primal and the Gyrocopter. And for that, he's going to need every... Yeah, we have Solar, Drums, and the Bearing on the way.
Oh, solo kills out from Kiyotaka, and Kuro not even safe on his own side of the map.
Just 2 hits, and I die. And I'm die.
Yeah, that is it. The Silver Edge there. It's not just the Shadow Blade, right? On the Earthshaker, it's a full Silver Edge. No, it is. It's just the Shadow Blade. Okay, so he's still going towards the Silver Edge there. So just the Shadow Blade helping him get the kill with the jump on. I thought it was the big crit coming out to take Kuro down, but no, Kuro just disappears with the normal attacks.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a normal attack.
Well,
it's a 1200 damage attack. Let's be honest here. Yeah, those wards, as you said, another one that's unlikely to be dewarded, really pinpointing the exact location of Enigma. Overall, I think 9 pandas, the way they're playing this big jungle and getting information has been crucial to the fights they've been taking. Honestly, considering how good of a vision 9 pandas has, Enigma has done a good job at taking some of these fights as, they know exactly what's happening. They scout the smoke perfectly. Ooh.
I think going to try and jump. There's going to be a really nice echo slam onto MC, but MC gets it off his BKB now as well. The duel comes through. They get the kill onto Kiyotaka, and Mero is going to go down in the backlines. And it looks like Yuma, he wants to carry on chasing Ramses. Got that Lincoln Sphere on him, but he's popping his own BKB. Rolling Thunder coming through. Looks like they might just give up the ghost here on Ramses. Let him fly to live another day. But they got 2 big pickups. In fact, it might not be done just yet. Solo being caught out, trying to use the runaway through the barrier. It looks like the jump, it's not going to be able to connect. Ice Blast going to be off the mark here. Ramses comes back in, but you're fighting into 5 heroes here. And Ansarus gets a kill into GH on the back lines. He does have a TP in 2 seconds. He's just going to find a place to hide himself so he can get that off.
That's awesome. Like, 9 pandas, they have so much intel. They know everything. They know that they're smoking. They get the exact location. But instead of, like, just chilling, dodging the smoke, and then going back, they go for a blind echo. He literally jumped blind with an echo. You know, finds 1 hero, but it was MC. So Yuma gets the counter kill, and now even kill another hero. So 9 pandas just a bit too cocky. I mean, and a bit, I'm actually underselling how cocky they were with that initiation. Kiyotaka just feeling himself a bit too much there, and they pay the price. Really good fight for Nick. Roshan 40 seconds away. So Shaker, ET will spawn as Roshan spawns. It's all going to be about whether 9 pandas will be able to position. Oh, look at Antares. He's already there. He didn't TP back. He's going to stay here. Nicely done.
Yeah, and Yuma at least pushing out the mid lane. What's he want to go? So I assume this is going to be a Harpoon with the Echo Saber pickup there on the Sven. So just wants to make sure that nobody can run away from him there.
Okay, so far, I mean, the fact that they just gave up that Roshan control, I guess it was because some of the cooldowns were not ready here for Enigma. But 9 pandas might just get Rosh for free. That's a big boost for them. You know, a lot of Enigma's team fighting is about bursting someone, and that's very much what Aegis counters.
Yeah, and we'll see. I mean, they are pushing through into the dire part of the map, so they might be able to wrap around and take a good fight here, but it's how quickly they're going to be able to get over, because it looks like 9 pandas, they're on the express train over to Roche Pit, and can NGX try and deal with this one. They are grouped up.
Oh, Sven is scouted. He's right under a ward. Sven, there's a lane ward. They ping him.
Oh, but I think the Earthshaker was seen there. Yeah, there's going to be the central ward down now. Did they get the jump out? Earthshaker tries to get the jump away with the Enchant Totem. So they are just going to try and disengage. BKB's already used, at least for mind control there. And Yuma, he's in the Silver Edge, but do they have a scouting tool on 9 Pandas? So a bit of a fluff there from both sides, but it does cost mind control as BKB, and I don't think much else on the side of 9 Pandas, so they do feel confident going into this pit, and they're going to be able to take this one down fairly easily with the crits coming out from Ramses here. How quick can they do this one? Because Enigma Galaxy, they're starting to group up outside though. Mero solo, Antras are looking. Ice Blast, it might connect. That's only an illusion now as well. They're going to be able to get into this, Sven. He gets to jump in, but Ramses, he still gets that Aegis. Ramses, he might lose this one straight away. The Earth Splitter comes out, the BKBs are there for Yuma, so the damage coming through. Do they have the damage to take down the LC? The Mystic Flare doing a lot of it, but not enough to finish the kill. Jump comes in, Kiyotaka finishes it off. Aegis, what's that use? It looks like it solo goes down there as well. They've got the Fissure now onto Kuroki. Kuroki's going to try and get himself away, but Yuma's already back to base. Kuroki trying to TP, not going to happen. Kiyotaka has the damage.
Yeah, once again, Enigma trying to beat a bit more than they can chew. I mean, obviously, they had vision because of the blast. They were like half a second too late with the way they engaged it. Maybe they get the stun on Ramses as Roshan is falling. Maybe you can steal the Aegis. Maybe you kill him before the Aegis is picked up. But that's not what happened. And that's a very costly mistake. That's similar to the mistake that we saw them do at the end of that game number 1. It means that 9 Pandas, they are free to get a lane of barracks here. At least there's a tier 2 in the mid lane.
Yeah.
But that's a big structural damage.
Kiyotaka on the top lane. He's on top of Yuma. Yuma is going to try and get himself away from this one with the Silver Edge. You don't have any... Oh, no, he's got a gem. Kiyotaka's got a gem. He's going to be able to chase him down here. It might have been a trap, though.
He's alone, though.
Yeah, Mikey's setting up, but he's a big tanky boy here, the Earthshaker. Got a Silver Edge of his own, and will be able to just walk himself away from this one. So just wasting a bit of time there from Yuma.
Okay, all right. Very risky, but they had no detection, as you said, so he will be just fine. Oh, look at him see here. Very aggressive position. Maybe they want to try and take a fight before they even attempt to go for the tier 2, but...
Oh, mistake!
Oh my god.
It comes in, he's got his BKB. There is going to be the Stormhammer coming through, though. Chase is out, and it's going to be the BKB down now for mind control. The chase out, Yuma. So they want to go for more of this Mero, he's pushing forwards here. There's going to be that homing missile onto the Sven. Storm comes out, puts him to sleep. GH with a swap there. Going to keep the Sven safe for a little bit longer. Can they go for more? As the sleep does wear off, but again, there is a gem on the deck. Doesn't look like Kiyotaka was close enough to get the reveal because he is in the mid lane. Looking for the kill onto Mikey with the Echo Slam. Enchant Totem right click, and he will take down that Pangolier. Lincoln Sphere actually breaks the Stormhammer, so they're not going to be able to get the control that with the Ice Blast, though, with that Cold Feet proc coming out from the AA. It's not going to keep mind control alive. They jump into the base. Tier 2 be damned. They want to go high ground here and get those kills.
Yeah, once again, Enigma, backs against the wall. They're feeling the pressure, and they try to go for a suboptimal play. MC, just going blindly there for a rune, forced to BKB, then Yuma forced to OT, and it just allows 9 Pandas to go ham. Like, they get a single Echo Slam target, but it doesn't matter. They know that there's no counterplay here for Enigma with all of their spells and BKBs being used in disjointed manner. This is probably another set of barracks. They have 3 heroes with no buyback and Yuma with no God Strength.
Yeah, and they are just going to keep pushing, like you say here. Ramsey's coming in. He's even got that Skadi on the deck as well. Stormhammer comes in, not really going to slow him down too much. And the homing missile comes through. Yuma's just going to run himself away from this one, so should be able to clean it up before it gets to the Sven. But it's just having that threat of control onto Yuma. The Yuma has to run away with. Oh, good. Enchant Totem. Mystic Flow comes out. GH, it doesn't get the kill, but it is going to force him right back into the fountain here. They still don't have Mikey for another 8 seconds, and it looks like the damage isn't going to be enough to get the kill here. Ramsey's moving himself away. Pops that BKB. Sven could be silenced up. He doesn't have his own BKB, so just has to move himself away.
Okay, they defend the barracks. Yuma forced to use his ulti, but they will keep those barracks alive. So I guess it is worth it. It just means that they're going to have to chill instead of maybe going for an aggressive play. But no, that's fine. Just push out the waves. Make sure you get some semblance of map control, get some vision, and then they can possibly go for a better fight. I do like the fact that Yuma has a shard against the gyrocopter. Having that extra armor on the Sven is quite necessary. It's just a little bit underfarmed. These fights have been rough on Yuma, and we talked about it like during the draft. He was going to be kited, but if they can somehow find a little bit more. They need to get the duels on the gyrocopter. If they get the dual AA blast, Gyro should die. There's no saves on the side of 9 Pandas. They're not really getting those. They're having to out the Primal Beast or out the the ET. And they're fine targets, but Gyro is the main source of damage right now.
Yeah, and you can see that the LC with 170 plus dual damage, you're going towards the crit stick as well. So Mind Control is all about the damage in these fights. You've got the Sven going towards, I think it was a Satanic queued up for Yuma there. Mikey, he's got himself the Shard. So they are still looking to take these fights. They are still looking for the engagements. It just feels a little bit harder now with all the map control that 9 Pandas has.
Yeah, and you also got to account for the fact that there is a Lincoln Sphere on the Shaker. He could potentially cast it on Gyrocopter if he's fast enough, and it also means that dueling Shaker is not a possibility. And even though I'm saying that Rams is the highest source of damage, Shaker is definitely up there. He's been doing God's work. Kiyotaka, another amazing performance.
Yeah, see, I mean, Kuro's just out in the open here, Yuma, and could be a bait. Echo Slam comes through, all those creeps as well, grouping up, and the supporters just have to stand and watch because he just disappears before their eyes.
Yeah, I mean, GH was not close enough. I'm not sure what the play was there. Maybe they didn't expect them to react so fast, and now they're going to try and get a good duo. They break the Lincolns.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get the kill there as well. The Ice Blast doing a lot of work, and it looks like they might be able to follow up even more here on the Primal Beast. You get that one, Rolling Thunder's going to come out, but buyback from Yuma. This might be a big one, and everybody else, looking to get themselves away. Smoke out, answer. Smoke's going to break, though, because Mikey's chasing down with the Rolling Thunder. It does end, but he doesn't get that swashbuckle and a good connection there. So the Blink comes away, and Solo with the TP. Do they have anything to stop this one? In the trees, they don't. So he is away.
Oof. I mean, they get 2 kills. Maybe that was intentional. Maybe they actually wanted to feed the Sven to force a fight. They get a fair, Q2 course. It's not too bad. But Sven's net worth was already suffering, and now your only real core, your saving grace, has buyback on cooldown. They need to get the Aegis. But it really feels like in this series, at least in this game, it's really hard for Enigma to do so. In general, you have to commit the God Strength to go into the pit, and you're against an Elder Titan, you're against Shaker. Just going to the pit by itself is nerve-wracking for them.
Yeah, and you can see that, you were alright. They might should be able to make a move on some mind control now. Kuroki, does he actually want to try and turn this around? Maybe get the duel into answers. He doesn't know what's backing him up because Ramses are going to be coming in now as well. The duel actually comes through. Are they going to give it to the Scareth Mage? It's going to be the Scareth Mage victory. And I suppose out of all the heroes, if you're going to give it to somebody, it's best to give it to the Scareth. 38 damage.
38 damage.
Yuma cleans up with one good right click here. He's got that backstab coming through.
He has no buyback, though.
Yeah, he's going to be really careful. The buyback, the BKB comes out from Ramsey as well. Solo taking a lot of punishment from the right clicks from Yuma. Earth Splitter, it doesn't really matter now. Mikey trying to get away with the Rolling Thunder. Ramsey's BKB has worn off, but he's got that invis coming out now as well. MC, he's right back into this one. He's got that buyback. Do they have enough time to get the kill onto Ramsey? Ramsey, he will go down. Mayro going to get involved here, but it might have been another big mistake here from Mayro. He's just trying to do what he can to Yuma. There's going to be the Lincoln Sphere being broken now as well, but Mayro, he's just caught out 4 or 5 heroes. The Echo Slam comes through, but do they have the ability to finish this one? He's going to be able to get the kill onto Kuro, but yeah, the duel, it's going to be refreshed now. Both have BKBs, but the right click coming through from Yuma. That's going to be a duel victory this time, going the way of MC. So a big pickup and a 5-man wipe for Enigma Galaxy.
Dude, I hope we can rewatch that, because Mikey, he got like a swashbuckle and a shield crash that was so lucky into the gyrocopter. He dealt half of the gyrocopter's HP there, and eventually they got a dust off and killed Ramses. He probably felt like he was safe because of his Shadow Blade. Just really clutch plays. It's not even clutch. Like, he guessed it and got lucky. This is gonna be a big boost for Enigma. They're gonna have to blow a glyph, and Roshan is a super quick spawn. All right, let's rewatch this. They had control in a pretty weird way that gave a lot of confidence.
Yeah, Ramsey's going to chase down onto GH. It looks like Yuma on the back line, so again, with all this physical damage, and Ramsey's, look here. He decides he needs to run away.
He gets the Shadow Blade, one shield crash, then he gets the swashbuckle, then the dust reveals where he is, and they get the kill. Like, it was the Rolling Thunder shield crash, then the swashbuckle, just doing so much, and they eventually get the counter kill. Miero just joining by himself, maybe expecting the Echo to be enough to finish everyone off, but clutch duel from Mind Control there.
Yeah, and I think if GH had actually walked into that one, it would have been at least it would have been a couple of kills, but the fact that GH walked himself away takes away from that damage if you don't get the kill onto the Vengeful Spirit anyway. So it may be just a little bit of saving your friend syndrome there coming out from 9 Pandas, maybe saving Private Ryan, and it didn't pay off. Well, it really didn't pay off for them.
I mean, this was a 15k goal lead at, I guess 5 minutes ago. This is now an even game with Roshan being alive. How much for God Strength? I think he's gonna have it in a little bit. Oh. Yeah, you can see it was a 4% chance of winning. Somehow we are 46 here. Enigma definitely giving away some entertaining games for us. Now, can they close it out? Like, they've been so close, man. Even in this game, I think they are fairly close. They just need to secure one Roche for themselves.
Yeah, and
it's just so scary against ET. It is one of the worst heroes. And for 9 Pandas, they don't even Roche on this Aegis side. It's better for Dire, but they're very confident.
They have to watch out for the Ice Blast, though, with the Cold Feet proc on the top of it in there as well. Mikey's going to come in. Everybody leaves the pit. Mikey going to be caught out here. So Roche even getting involved with a couple of right clicks, and Mikey just has to leave. But the big shining light, I guess, for 9 Pandas, if they do try and take, a big fight coming out, is Sven and LC's buyback is on cooldown. Shades of last game where they were able to just force out those buybacks. The Ice Blast going to come through now. Jump in, Yuma. He's going to be able to clear them out. There's going to be jumping from Mero now, but they've already got the kill. It's going to be the buyback being forced out from Kiyotaka. And this is going to be, the pickup from Yuma, so it's going to be the buyback, but it doesn't really matter if he has that second life anyway. Can they control him out? Can they at least force this Aegis? They get the kill into Mero now as well, and might be forcing some buybacks from the side of, will be forcing some buybacks from the side of 9 Pandas. Mikey leading the line, looking to kill onto Solo. Echo Slam comes out. Solo's not even going to be dead just yet. Really good Fisher onto all 3 heroes. Can they clean it up though? They take down GH. Buybacks coming through left, right, and center. Yuma trying to run himself away from this one. He has that Aegis. He can't go down here because he has no buyback, but they do pop it. And now Kuro, he is going to be next on the chopping block. Mikey going to try and TP himself in, help out his carry now as well. The Fisher control comes through. Yuma, do they want to try and go for this one? Because it could be a lot of control. The damage coming out of the swap again from the Vengeful Spirit, and Yuma's trying to get himself away, but everybody's just stacking the damage up. He's at cheese now as well. Everything to keep Yuma alive, and I don't know if it's going to be enough here. The Enchant Totem comes in. Yuma with no BKB. They clean up absolutely everybody, and Mikey, if he dies here, again, he's used his buyback just to try and save his carry. He's trying to run himself away. The creep spots him out, and Mikey with the swashbuckle away. Kuro buys back now as well, but I think 9 Pandas, with the heroes that they've got available, they might just be able to walk themselves in this bottom lane and try and go for tier 4s.
Dude, that was so close. The way that Enigma... I mean, we're gonna have to rewatch this at the end of the game when they're showing the highlights, but that was such a good fight taken from Enigma. They forced 9 Pandas into the pit by wasting the Rolling Thunder, and they made sure to save the A-Blast. They get vision with it, and now a huge initiation from Sven, but now no buyback, as we said. The fact that Yuma was forced to buy back in that very costly for Enigma, and it could probably mean that this is the game.
Yeah, they're going to go...
They were very close there.
For tier 4s here. Mikey jumps in to try and do what he can. He's just going to be immediately hexed up. The Echo Slam even going to be committed. And I think we're going to be seeing GG. The fortification comes out. You've got 14 seconds until Mind Control's back. But after that, it's 40 seconds until the Vengeful Spirit's back. It's 60 seconds until the Sven's back. And they're just going to see it out for as long as possible. Ramses, he's feeling himself. He's dropping the items. He's dropping the trees. And he's just going to be able to help clean up onto this one. MC comes in. But the Pulverize is going to be there. They have the control. They're probably going to get this kill onto MC, even in the fountain. And how is that for Manners as they do clean up game number 2, get themselves all 3 points on the board.
Yeah, once again, 9 Pandas just showcasing very dominant side lanes. I think in both games they had an amazing time, and in this
place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things. What could go wrong, what fame brings, but success is a finicky thing. And if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. Run away, I don't have to plan it. I can go change my fate, you won't understand it. All alone, that's okay. People, I can't stand them. They don't want me to change, keep me where I'm standing. And I don't wanna be where I am. And I want something more, take a chance. It could be possibly my last dance, my last dance. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified.
Making mistakes is the path to wisdom.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gift from the goddess.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'll take that.
Dire's structures are... Radiant are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's ancient is under attack. Radiant victory.
got it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Touché! They scared to throw us on the rock.
All I do, I do in her.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The wages of fear. A gift from the goddess. Radiant are scanning. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Roshan has fallen to Radiant. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower.
EG yesterday. In the first game, they picked up the Lifestealer. In the second game, they picked up the Night Stalker. Two heroes that, I mean, I've been asking for something different outside of the meta, but the Lifestealer especially seems to be a hero that doesn't really gain much at the minute in the current meta, especially when there's so many ways to kite the hero, you know, stop it from gap closing. You have to get that shard to get the open wounds, and it just feels like the hero is a little bit weaker than when it was at its prime, you know, when the open wounds was built in as a spell. And how do you kind of want to play around the lifesteal then? If they're thinking of picking it up again, what's the circumstances that you want to pick that hero up in?
I feel like, you know, at least when the patch dropped, I expected Lifestealer's win rate to go up. When you think about the changes that the patch brought were the slow resistance on Arblet, which is an item you pretty much always pick up on the Lifestealer. Yeah. And, you know, Maelstrom doing more damage to illusions, which is also another item that this hero picks up. The Desolator being buffed. A lot of like small changes in quality of life stuff that should probably affect him. But then you look at the pub win rate and it looks awful. But I honestly feel like there's not enough games in pubs at least to really kind of gauge where the hero is. Maybe they thought that the hero was fine, but then when they played it, they didn't really get the results. I can't really say. I'm looking here. IOTW apparently has 5 games with 100% win rate on Lifestealer, but the actual pub win rate is like in High Mars is 30%. So like who knows? Okay. There's too few games to really understand. Usually though, if it's not picked, it's because the hero is bad. Maybe EG thought they were, you know, big braining themselves into a win. Unfortunately, that's not what happened.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to jump over to Effie and Jenkins though to see the coin flip and see just how this game's going to start.
Introduce, get up. Oh. Come on. God. All right, I hope you guys are as excited as we are, because for the next 2 teams, we have got a banger of a series, don't we, Jenkins?
Let me check. Oh, yep, I see them.
All right, so without any further ado, let's introduce the first team. This is their namesake tournament. They need no introduction. Please welcome BetBoom.
BetBoom.
Here they come.
There they come. Very, very slowly down the stairs. Be careful, they're slippery.
Very exciting stuff. Hello, guys. I see you here. Nice shades.
Here?
Nice
Oh,
shades.
why is he wearing
Please line
shades,
up.
guys? Why is he wearing shades?
First, fist bump. Line up, please. Line up, line up.
Yeah, line up on the
Thank you
line.
very much.
Yep. Let's check out the drip, guys. Let's check out the drip.
Let's get a shoe cam.
Oh, Nightfall's got some nice shoes. Those are good shoes.
I like Toronto Tokyo's. I vote for Toronto.
Toronto Tokyo's the winner, everybody. Toronto Tokyo's the winner of the drip contest here at BetBoom Dacha. You guys can sit down now.
Please take a seat. Who do we got coming up, Jenkins?
Who do we got coming up? Who do we got coming? Well, let's watch them sit down first.
That is exciting.
Let's see who sits where. Save is the first player in Dota 2 history to play with 2 keyboards. Also, that's a stat for Quinn as well. I couldn't remember which one of it is, so I just said it for both of them. They both use 2 keyboards.
Does he actually
No,
play
he
with...
doesn't. No, he doesn't. What do you mean?
Well, why did you make that up?
Play with a second keyboard.
That is
he
such
actually
a
does play
strange...
with a steering wheel, though.
Okay.
Anyway, oh yeah, we got another team. Next team coming down. It's going to be EG as the defending... They're not defending anything. EG, come on. They're not coming. They said no. They declined.
We have South America's finest coming down the stairs.
Panda,
come on.
You can't
come on,
do
guys.
that. You can't say no. I'm the host. You can't say no.
If you don't mind, guys, please line up.
Stand on the line. Panda, your skin's looking glorious, by the way. You've got very like moist. Not moist. That's a what is it called when your face looks nice? He's got a nice face.
He's glowing.
You're glowing. You're radiant.
All right, let's do a quick shoe check. Gotta compare the drips between BetBoom and EG.
Of course. Pakaz's dripped
the
out.
shoe drip, of course.
Naturally, yeah.
Camera?
We can't see it, but
can we do a comparison?
The friendship drip is real. It's really real.
All right,
you guys can sit down. Can I ask, can Vintage do his walk on the way there?
You want to do your walk?
Do the walk. You guys all walk and you sit down. But Vintage is going to do his... Yeah, there it was. That was very low effort. That was very low effort.
Good try. You know, sometimes we try.
They're trying to play Dota is what they're trying to do. So they're not interested in us. But what we're interested in, ladies and gentlemen, is doing a coin flip. We're going to do a coin flip here.
All right. Let the team settle first, Jenkins. Let the team settle.
Okay.
Have everybody take a seat.
Who's going to be your tribute? You can pick one.
I get to pick a tribute?
Yeah, pick one
of them. Okay, BetBoom, my friends, We're doing a coin flip. We need you to select your tribute.
Yep. He'll do it.
Yeah?
Save.
Come on. You up for it? You
Come
gotta
here.
do it.
Yep.
You gotta do it.
And we need a tribute from EG. Somebody. Do you want to lose the coin flip? You can forfeit the coin flip if you want. Chris Lock, come on, let's go. Did he do it last time?
He did it last time. He did it last time.
Okay, Panda, come on. You're position 5. You don't need to log in or do
Matthew,
anything.
Matthew, you gotta flip the coin, bro.
Panda, come on. You're gonna forfeit the coin flip for your team.
You guys.
There, okay, there we got Chris Luck. He's always the one running into danger, in danger's way. Good to see you both.
All right.
Good to see you.
Hey guys, once again, this is our coin.
Wait, I gotta get them to shit talk each other first. Who's the worst player on EG?
I don't know.
Okay, who's the worst player on their team? He was thinking you. That's why I didn't say it. Just keep that in mind when you answer.
You.
Okay, we'll cut that out. We'll cut that out in
Alright.
post.
So everybody, we have our coin here. We have BetBoom, 4 heads, and we have FISSURE, 4 tails. So will you guys decide amongst each other who is flipping the coin?
Does he get to flip the coin?
He can, I don't care.
You said
Heads.
heads.
Do the honors.
Don't blunder it. Nobody's gotten this right. You have to flip it and then catch it. Yeah, try to catch it. Yeah! All right.
Can we get a
Okay.
zoom in, please?
Yeah, that's a zoom in. That's BetBoom. He said heads, right?
He did say
Did
heads.
he say heads?
Yeah.
Okay, he said heads. Confirmed by the enemy team. Okay, what do you choose? First pick, Dire, Radiant, or second pick?
Oye, ¿qué cogemos? ¿Qué cogemos? Sí.
First pick. They didn't tell me to do that. I'm just making them do it. What do you choose?
Radiant side.
Radiant side. Okay, we got Radiant on this side. We got first pick. Do you say first pick? We got first pick. You guys shake hands here. You may take your seats for the epic battle that's going to proceed. Oh, don't keep that. That's mine.
Well, everybody, that was painfully awkward, but it's going to be a great Dota game anyway. So back to you. Draft? Going to you, draft? What do we do with the draft?
I
The
don't
draft
know.
summons itself? Just draft.
Just start drafting.
Just draft.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Thank you very much, as we are going to be able to get ourselves into the draft shortly. And yeah, Pure coming down in the sunglasses. He looks like he's the most relaxed player I've seen in the entire, well, the 2 days that we've been going so far. But yeah, we're going to be able to get into this one. And again, you're back in, I'm going to keep dragging you up on this, back in EG. I mean, they looked like they were going to be, they're concentrating, they were going to have a good time. But coming through, is there anything we should be looking out for in terms of picks and bans?
I think against EG, Whisper is probably the player that you have to worry about a lot. We saw Cotto, being played in the mid position for Enigma. I think that is a hero that could show up in the offlane for Whisper. They do have that flex to position 4, position 3. I don't think Chris Luck really likes playing Cotto too much. And then you have the Pakas heroes. I think PA is definitely on the list for him. He loves that Terrorblade. He's very similar to Parker, I guess, in hero pool. But Pakas definitely, at least from what I remember, not really being interested in getting involved as early as we saw Parker in some of those games against Nigma. So, yeah, I think Whisper is kind of like GH in that sense for EG. You see a lot of teams trying to break down his hero pool, put him in a bad position in terms of the heroes that he's going to play. But he has a very wide hero pool. The guy can play anything. He's probably willing to play Timbersaw in this patch. A hero that got totally deleted once they removed his 15 talent, that spell amplification one.
Yeah, and maybe that's why, the Nature's Prophet's been able to get so, well, where he was, just being able to jump up, no Timbersaw to punish him when those picks comes out. But looking ahead, I am looking forward to seeing how it's going to go. I think BetBoom as well. We've been seeing the Doom bans coming out, the Dawnbreakers bans coming out, and I know those are heroes that like BetBoom like to play around. So maybe we are going to be seeing more Primal Beasts, because I think the Primal Beasts that we have seen have been really impactful. And just looking at BetBoom, I mean, yesterday BetBoom versus Team Secret on the draft, it didn't really pay out. That Brewmaster first pick with the Naga Siren there as well, but we did see the Brewmaster have a really good time in the first series, so maybe that's something they want to go back for and just pick up a carry that's a little bit more active early on. Maybe they do take a page out of the book and get the PA and get him roaming in the 4-minute mark.
One thing I want to see from BetBoom, and I've been seeing this for a while, I want to see that Outworld Devourer, and GPK, he is an aficionado for that hero. Not a lot of mid players run it right now, but the hero's growing popularity in clubs, and maybe in one game we can see that. I think There's a lot of really good matchups for this hero. It crushes all of those melee boys we're seeing, the Bangles, the Shakers, the Embers. Like OD just eats them alive, and the hero scales so much. With Midas as popular as it is, you sometimes even see that item being picked up, and it's awesome. I want to see it.
Yeah, and EG do like the Batrider there as well, so you do have a save to come out if the last, well, if the Batrider gets through the draft, that is, because I think we've seen him get through maybe twice in the entire 2 days, the 10 games now that we've seen so far. But that might be the answer, that they let EG get confident with the Batrider going through the draft, and then bam, they do bring out the OD just to be able to mess with the hero. But I wonder if we are going to see like the Invokers get through. What else have we been seeing banned? The Doom's been banned twice today, but it did get through a couple of times yesterday. Maybe the teams have just learned early on not to let that hero through, and whether they do actually let the Brewmaster through. Either side let the Brewmaster through here in the first game of the day for both teams.
Yeah, I think it really depends on the type of carry you want to play. In that second game with the Gyrocopter, you definitely don't want to let the Doom through, because we talked about how Satanic is so important. Sure, they were able to get the AA for Nigma there, so they allowed the Gyro to go through, thinking that the AA was going to be enough of a response. And there were definitely a lot of fights where the Gyro died because of the AA Blast. It's just I guess maybe a little bit less reliable with the way AA Blast works. Whereas Doom's always farmed, he can actually jump the Gyro, just use the spell, and you kind of delete a lot of net worth from the enemy team. So got to be careful about that Doom.
I'm just looking through as well. Did we see... we only saw the one series, right, where the Warlock was being picked up. I think it's been banned.
I think it was 2 games, right? Didn't they? I think Beast Coast played it once, and then Nigma picked it for themselves, but it didn't look as good.
Yeah. Oh, and then EG actually picked it up in the second game versus TSM, and it didn't work. Yeah, it just didn't work apparently. But the hero, at least for the one game that we saw Beast Coast picking it up, it was incredibly deadly. I think it was matching the mid in terms of, well, it was matching, Mikey on the mid call in terms of net worth. So we have seen evidence that hero is back, I guess you'd say. And I wonder if we're going to see that get through the draft as well, because both Nine Pandas and Nigma Galaxy in that first series were like, first phase, it isn't even getting through to be able to be picked up. So I wonder if we are going to see that Warlock again come through and make an appearance in the draft.
I think it's quite possible, especially if we get a Primal Beast. There's definitely, I think we saw a game where Warlock was against Primal Beast, and it's so tough for the Primal. Later on, you have to BKB to get out of upheaval. But yeah, we can check you can vote for the team that you are cheering here for, EG with the E or BetBoom with B. I'm curious for this one. I have no idea who's gonna win. I think because of the time zones, probably not really good here for the South American players, so maybe BetBoom's gonna take this one.
Yeah, I'd probably expect the same, So yeah, !B for BetBoom, !E for EG, and don't forget, you get the team gets the mysterious bottle caps if they do win the vote, or at least it doubles them up. So we'll find out what they're for a little bit later on, I'm pretty sure. And that's, we'll see if Twitch chat who they're going to be backing as well, whether they're going to be siding with you or me, because I think I'm just going to fanboy BetBoom all the way through this one, no matter what the draft is, even before I see what the players want to pick up.
Yeah, there's a Discord open there with that laptop. What about the glasses here? Didn't he watch the i5? People learn with Arteezy. You just don't do this. This is a curse, man.
It's probably been, just a rough night for him. He's had a wild night, and he's got it. The lights are too bright in the studio. Things are too loud, so he's toning it down though with the glasses.
I see, and you're gonna back up that guy, the guy that was awake till 4 a.m. and it's playing the second series. Okay.
The gamers, everybody, they stay up till, that's the daily routine. Stay up till 5 a.m. grinding the pubs, and then wake up at 11 a.m. and do it all over again.
He was playing pubs. He was not doing anything else.
Yeah.
Well, I can see I actually really like the BetBoom shirt, the logo and the way, that is one of the dopest shirts I've seen for esports teams. I'm not too big on some of the designs, but this one is kind of old school. It's really, really fun.
Did you see the bathrobes that Effie and Jenkins were wearing yesterday as well? With the BetBoom stuff.
I didn't actually.
Yeah, I think it was like in the final series, you know, obviously they were getting comfortable as well, seeing the day winding down, and they had these like the big black bathrobes on with like the BetBoom logos on, and going around with those, and like we could have been sent those. We could, well, no, it's way too warm to be sitting around in a bathrobe as big and fluffy as that looked. Like I'm melting now, and I'd just be like a puddle in the seat if I got sent one of those to wear. But you know, it seems like BetBoom, they have the merch figured out.
Yeah, they definitely do. Even the design of like all of the videos that we have here in the tournament, I think they did a really good job. And yeah, that's the shirt. I actually want to try and get one for myself. I'm not sure if they sell those in their store, but I'll look it up later. Because I think this one and the PSG LGD one, RIP, by the way, they're not really sponsoring LGD anymore, were two designs that I was really fond of.
Yeah, you have to get your hands on one of those PSG LDG shirts before they all disappear now, because that's it. The partnership is over, so they might be a collector's item. So you'd have to really go for it. But it looks like all the players getting ready. You know, they're getting serious now. They're focusing, getting ready to get themselves into the game.
Yeah, all the peripherals are there. Tokyo just testing his headset. And things seem to be looking pretty good for them. Now, yeah, we were talking about picks and everything. One hero that I would like to see, especially because in the past Save used to play a fair amount, is the Wind Ranger. I think they buffed the shard a little bit. They buffed they did lead kind of carry aspect of universal heroes in general, and now it seems like they are in a good place. So these universal supports coming back is something I want to see. Wind Ranger is a really fun support. You know, the shard is fun. Getting those shackles is so hype. So maybe we can see a Wind Ranger.
What was the buff? I know was it base stats or was it stat growth that got buffed in the last patch?
Oh, the last patch, Wind Ranger just got way less mana to cast the shard, and I think like some other quality of life. So I don't think, maybe like a little bit of base intelligence, but it wasn't like that big. But it's, you know, sometimes all you need is one buff and people remember our hero exists and it kind of gets back into the game. Even Chrisluck, though, he was a Wind Ranger player in the past when the hero wasn't like even considered to be good. So possibly that's a hero Evil Geniuses could last pick if it's a good game. I know for sure that he does like playing that hero, as we do see Jar being banned here, the Doom. So what else OP is still open here in P? The Brew for sure. And MK is not a hero we see removed this early, by the way.
No, I'm just looking. So either Warlock, Phoenix, or Dawnbreaker, you know, 2 out of the 3 are going to get through here.
Dawn is probably the best one. In EG, they have... yeah, I think they would probably pick that one up. I'm sure that they can flex it to a lot of roles. Even mid, I think Chris Luck, he's known for playing mid Underlord. Mid Dawnbreaker is pretty decent, but no, they actually just grabbed the Pango, man. Okay.
Yeah, straight in. So they're going to give BetBoom the choice here. BetBoom banning out the Brewmaster themselves, like I say, but they do have the Dawnbreaker to come through, the Warlock to come through if they want it, Phoenix to be picked up here as well. Doom was banned out first, the Gyrocopter was removed there as well, so they're not going to get through, but there is some big choices here, and BetBoom, what are they going to be picking up here? So coming into the reserve time, to think about it, this would actually be... I wonder if they're going to go for the Dawnbreaker, because I don't know if if they've planned around picking this hero, if it's been banned out in the first phase every single time. So they go for the Earthshaker and maybe potentially ban it out here, because that's kind of the thing, right? If you aren't expecting it to get through the draft, you maybe don't practice with the hero, and you aren't comfortable actually picking it up yourself.
Yeah, I mean, they play that hero in clubs a lot, so I think they are comfortable. It's just that Pangolier had a flawless score in this tournament, at least until Nigma picked it up. But we saw how the Shaker crushed the Pangolier, and I do believe the Shaker is going to be in the mid lane for BetBoom, so already a good matchup. And yeah, I'm still a doubter of Pango. I just believe in Shaker so much more, but it's definitely comfort for Chris Luck, and it is a good hero. It's just that with Dawnbreaker open, as we said, it seems a little odd that they end up picking that. But maybe it's not a hero that Whisper thinks he can get the best out of, right? Sure, it's a good meta hero, but Whisper has such a wide hero pool that he can probably pick him a better hero later down the draft.
Yeah, they are banning out the LC there as well. We did see it in the last series. Mind Control not having the best time on the hero. So what do they ban out? They ban out the TA. So immediately now, BetBoom, they pick up the Keeper of the Light. Do you reckon then mid Keeper of the Light off lane Earthshaker? Or do you want to see this Earthshaker matchup against the Pango in the mid lane?
I mean, it's flexible, but I do believe the Shaker matchup is really good. So
Yeah.
you honestly could... I mean, this is a really good flex and a steal against Whisper. So overall, I think they did their homework. Really nicely done here by BetBoom. Now, can you punish this Caudle? We saw PA actually being very useful against Caudle. This is something they could possibly fourth pick there at the end of the second phase. I don't think you can really get a PA this early into the draft. For now, you can get your supports. I think there's some value here in the Shadow Demon if they want to grab that. But yeah, Dawnbreaker is going to be picked up.
Okay, and we'll see how they want to deal with that. Because, I mean, the counters to the Dawnbreaker at the minute, well, the Nyx Assassin we did see once yesterday, you know, the Enigma isn't really a big pickup at the minute either. So how do you kind of fire back up against the Dawnbreaker like this when it's already been, you know, once it's picked up?
I'm not sure there are counters, honestly. And like the hero lanes really well. The hero just does everything and it's so versatile. Yeah. You can go for the eggs build if you want to protect someone, if there's like a Chronosphere, there's some big team fighting spells, but you can go for the right click as well. You know, if you really want to dissect counters, Monkey King, Ursa's, you know, those are lane counters that can do quite well, but Dawnbreaker farms nicely even after the lane stage is over. So she's not a hero that, if counter in lane, will be useless later down the line, as they will pick up the Avenge we saw Enigma also choose. And yeah, this is always very useful against Shaker, just being able to break the combo.
Yeah, and don't forget everybody, you can use !B for BetBoom, !E for EG to vote in chat to say who you think is going to be able to pick up the victory here in this 2-game series. But yeah, Vengeful Spirit comes out. We saw it in the last game. GH wasn't able to play it to its full potential, wasn't able to get that accepted. It was, you know, he was building the utility for the team, trying to enable the Sven, and it didn't pay off quite well. So it looks like, ooh, we get the Storm Spirit. So that more than likely that means we're going to see this off-lane Earthshaker, but that Storm Spirit pickup after the Keeper of the Light, you know, that's a really good one to have. And we saw how good with Samil it was yesterday, comboing up those two heroes. And how much do you like this here for BetBoom now?
I love it. It's very elegant. You show this Shaker, you're pretty much saying they're going to play mid Shaker, but instead they get an even better combination. Storm is still a good lane versus Fango, but you kind of enable it with the Caudle. You protect the Storm now with the Silencer. This is like really good drafting from BetBoom. It feels like they are quite prepared for this match. And whilst, you know, there's value with the meta heroes that he was able to pick up, I can't help but feel like BetBoom is kind of ahead in this draft, and they have the overall last pick, at least so far. We'll see if they can get something here. That PA bout is really strong against the two supports that they have on the side of BetBoom, but you know, Shaker, always a scary proposition here for PA. You can get locked down, quickly killed with the global silence.
Yeah, I know you were asking for the silencer. We've both been saying about it for the past couple of days, but yeah, they're bringing this one out, BetBoom, and this is one of the heroes that they were comfortable on in all 3 tours. You know, even when it was a little bit out of favor, BetBoom did bring the silencer back from time to time. It's a nice pocket pick for them, and we'll see how effective it is going to be for them. And if you're looking now for BetBoom, you do have the final pick, so you know you can see just how the game's going to fall before you look at this final pickup. But is there a hero that you'd want to pick up with the lineup you've got so far? Are we looking at something like the Sven again to be picked up here?
I don't like the Sven. I think the Sven gets kited against the Storm. You have Eggs on Shaker eventually. You have Blinding Light before BKB. 4 steps from that hero. Oh,
Night Stalker.
This is, I guess you have a flex just because Dawnbreaker could be a 4. Now that you have this Silencer, I'm not sure if you want to play support Dawnbreaker though. I think you need Greaves now to be able to cast your Solar Guardian and be useful in the fights. Yep. And yeah, possibly a carry Night Stalker here for EG, but there's a possible flex too. I like it. Storm doesn't like to build BKB, and if you get an early Blink Dagger, you could potentially kill GPK a fair amount of times. They have no saves besides the Global, but the Global's not going to stop Night Stalker's silence once it's cast. So they do feel like it's an offlaner here. They're going to bend the Void.
I'm surprised that they banned the Void out. I thought they might have taken a leaf out of TSM's book and picked the Void out themselves, but I suppose they do have the final pick, so it does open the window for EG to pick it up first. There's a decent amount of damage that they could have used outside of the Chronosphere here as well, so that to me would have... Well,
voiding to swap in Solar Guardian would be tough.
Yeah, true.
I think it's probably better to ban it. You don't even know whether they need a carry, but it's just better to ban it just because.
Yeah, and we'll be taking a look at it after the draft. We'll just be jumping to a one of the screensavers while we deal with some technical issues on the computers. So, yeah, we know how much you like to look at us, but we'll just be jumping to one of the screensavers while we wait for those technical issues to be fixed. But we do have that draft to complete now at the minute. So let's see what else BetBoom do want to be taken away here. Away from EG, is there anything else that you'd like? I mean, yesterday, looking at it, it looks like it was the off-lane Night Stalker when they played that carry Sven for EG. So do you think it's going to be something similar? I mean, maybe not the Sven, but, you know, the off-lane Night Stalker, and looking for a carry final pick.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I really want this Night Stalker to go Blink Dagger. And so in that aspect, I would love to see Whisper playing it, because as a carry, do you really want to be chasing down that Storm? Like, that's not your role. So
yeah,
that would mean, though, that Dawnbreaker as a support would struggle to really find value, since the Global Silence is going to prevent Solar Guardian to be cast a lot of the times, unless you're the one going aggressive, getting the Solar Guardian before Global gets used. So yeah, maybe play the support Dawnbreaker is a little bit risky, but I want to see Pakas playing, you know, a PA, playing something that can abuse these squishy supports, the supports that can't really help themselves without items, at least early into the game.
Okay, well, we'll see just where they're going to go with this again. Just going through all of the reserve time to think about what they want to be banning out again, what they don't want to be playing against here against BetBoom. They ban out the Medusa, okay, so that's pretty much, well, not quite all the big farming heroes. They do actually go back for that Sven. BetBoom here, what could they look to pick up? I'm just looking, still available, the Drow Range is there, Luna, if they want to go off the map a little bit.
Yeah, PA is also available if they want to go that path. Especially PA with Coddle. You're going to get the reduced cooldown, just Blink Strike, then Blink Strike again.
Oh yeah, and it's 3 strength heroes there as well, so Fan of Knives, that Shard, that's going to be a big impact play if, you know, we can get in the middle of them and get that off.
The thing, though, is that you need your lanes to be good enough, and you already have relatively greedy cores. The right Shaker before Blink Dagger struggles to really contribute. Storm will have the Coddle to play with, so that at least that is a little bit of a breathing room that the Phantom Assassin could get. But if they want something a bit more stable, pretty much the only hero left is... I mean, is there a hero left? Not a standard meta one. I think they're going to have to reach a little bit. Drow is here, but they have a lot of gap close, so you don't really want Drow to kite this Sven. Troll. Yeah.
All right, that's it. Go to game number 2. EG win. That's fine.
We have a Troll hater right here. Even the best fan BetBoom could get, not a fan of the Nightfall Troll. And, you know, I get what you mean. It's definitely a hero that can get kited. And you have Swap, you have Night Stalker, both Matthew and Chris Luck with heroes that have mobility spells. The Sven, though, is kind of a hero Nightfall can get on top of. Yeah. I do like the draft of BetBoom. Even though I said I'm backing up EG, I think BetBoom's draft is a little better. I don't even think they need Nightfall to win this game if GPK and Safe get to a good start. So whilst I want to support my boys here, I really like the draft on the side of BetBoom, because it's pure against a melee hero. A melee hero is no sustain, so that's Sven might even struggle against pure and saving that off lane. But yeah, overall, I think there's a chance for EG. They just need to get big enough with this Sven, because Troll does, you know, you do need a Battle Fury. That kind of early initial stage for the Troll can be shaky if his lane is not good enough.
Yeah, but like you say, if they do have that initial impact with the Storm Spirit, being able to move around, we've already seen it a couple of times that Storm gets picked up, it just snowballs out of control. It looks absolutely amazing in the current meta, and the Keeper of the Light being able to boost it as well. So we'll be going to a quick screensaver while we wait for these technical difficulties to be fixed, and then we'll get ourselves right into the game number 1 of the second series. We'll see you after this quick screensaver.
PlayStation
this hero scales. Like, this is why this hero can even be played as a carry now. You have an amazing shard. Your eggs is really good. The fact that you do damage with your silence in AoE now is insane. Resetting all of your cooldowns with the OT, like lots of things were added to Night Stalker to allow him to scale. But for that, he needs to be kind of a potato early on, or else the hero will be broken.
Well, that was the thing, right? That the old Night Stalker used to have the ags that extended the nighttime. So, you know, you'd drop your nighttime and like it'd just go on for longer and longer, like to the point where at level 3 on your ult with ags, you'd have something like 30 seconds up of daytime between, you know, like 15 minutes of nighttime. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that was really scary. That definitely, I remember that, like, when I was watching competitive games, you would feel so scared during nighttime for the team that was against Night Stalker, because it really felt like you couldn't do anything. You had the reduced nighttime vision, right?
Yeah.
I think you would get like 600 vision or some crazy bullshit like that. It was so hard and scary to play the game.
Yeah, and we might have. I don't know how many. I'm going to say third time's the charm. This could be like the 5th or 6th time, I'm pretty sure. But we are going to try and get ourselves in there, see if it is going to work now. Everything good? Fingers crossed.